Hey guys, sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. That I lost you. Okay, now at one point Biden brought up, I think it was the Atlantic piece about Trump's alleged comment about the military being, I forget, losers and stuff. And when Biden first talked about it, he started with if true. And then after that, he then began to mention it as though it were true. And he did it again during the debate. And what surprised me was that Trump did not address that accusation directly. That was very surprising. I really thought that Trump would respond to that because um, that's slander. You know, when something is not verified and you have unsolicited or undefined sources, okay, that's not factual. And Biden was saying it as though it were factual. That is what he said. But that article only, you know, took something that Trump said and added something to it. Um, so I was surprised Trump didn't jump on that. Now, now I want to talk about something that I noticed. Okay, during the debate, when asked about back in the court, are you going to pack the court? That is a yes or no question. It's like true or false in school. You give it a test in school, and you have to say this, true or false. You either mark it true or you mark it false. You don't mark it with an essay. Okay, if it's a true or false question, you don't write an essay. And I can't understand how so many people answer yes or no or true or false questions with an essay. If you ask an essay question, you respond with an essay answer. If you have a true or false, you answer true or false. But people don't answer true or false questions, aka yes or no questions, with yes or no answers. A lot of people, and I don't understand why, would answer a yes or no question with an essay answer. I didn't ask for an essay. I asked yes or no. True or false? Did you raid the cookie jar? Did you make this mess? You know? Mom, see, when I happened, I was in here. I said, no. I'm asking you yes or no, true or false. And if you ask a true or false, yes or no question, you're, it requires a yes or no, true or false answer. And Biden did not do that. Are you going to pack or stack the court? Yes or no? I'm not going to answer that question. I will say, however, I'll give this long-winded speech. I'll give you my essay answer to your yes or no question. And even Trump said he's not answering. He said, that's right, I'm not answering it. Now, Biden just admitted not answering the question. It's a little bit like you pleading the fifth. I plead the fifth. So, by you refusing to answer on the grounds that it might incriminate you, in my opinion, as an admission of guilt. Now, some say yes, some say no. In my opinion, if you plead the fifth and you say, I refuse to answer on the grounds that it might incriminate me, well, you just incriminate yourself. You didn't denounce it, or you didn't deny it nor admit it. And if you don't deny it, even though you don't admit it, but you vehemently deny it as strongly as you admit it to me, you admitted it. Okay? That's a yes answer. I'm sorry. Still under the weather here. And now, in one ear, I was listening to what Trump was saying. He's not going to answer. He's not going to see. He's not answering. Then in my other ear, I was listening to Biden's response. And later, I saw a video that showed Kamala Harris being interviewed on CNN about stacking the court. And I was stunned to hear Kamala Harris reciting word for word what Biden said. And that made the hair on my neck stand up. I said, holy crap. That is exactly what Biden said. I'm hearing Biden's words coming out of Kamala Harris's mouth. So that sounds like they rehearsed that. Like two people when they're caught in the police station and they say, okay, you and I, let's get our story straight. You know. Because that's what that sounded like. That sounded well rehearsed. Because it was word for word. Almost as if that was written down ahead of time. As if to say, if you're asked about back in the court, you answer this. It reminds me of when I was in high school. And I was big on computer programming. And I learned the basic program. And in basic program you have line 10. Print, quotation marks. Are you going to stack the court when you get in the White House? End quotes. Input X. Line 20. If X equals yes, go to line 100. If X equals no, go to 200. And, or something like that, I don't know. So, that was the question asked. Are you going to start the court? And like a computer program, it went straight to that line that spewed out that answer. Now, a few things. Number one, the fact that they won't answer the question is alarming, because that means they have something to hide. Two, what Kamala said, the fact that they were identical answers means that they were written before and ahead of time. So it's like they're reading off a script. So it's not coming from here, it's coming from here. Okay. I will memorize this. Did you memorize it? Yes. Okay. Say it to me. Okay, say it again. Okay, say it again. Okay, say it again. Okay, I think you memorized it good. What it seems like to me. Okay, and lastly, the fact that she said this is a distraction from how important this election is, and instead of being distracted about unimportant matters, we should focus our attention on us getting in the White House, on voting, because that is the most important thing to everybody. Everybody needs to go out and vote. Okay, so what has that got to do with you back in the court? Well, as I said, that's a distraction. What is important is that we take the importance of this election and make sure everybody goes out and vote. So what that says basically is what we're going to do when we get in the White House. For us to talk about that now is a distraction. Let's not talk about what we're going to do when we get in the White House. Let's only focus our attention on getting into the White House. Now, to me, that's pretty damn scary. I've been watching, and it's a political party that I do not recognize. Because in all the debates that I have watched, everybody, Republican and Democrat, always talked about what they're going to do when they get in. Of course everybody's going to vote. That is the stupidest thing in the world. Of course everybody's going to get out and vote. They want to get in. The only way they're going to get in is by being voted in. So how stupid is that? We got to focus on voting. We got to focus on getting into the White House. Okay, they're going to get out and vote. We covered that. Okay, now answer the question. Now, but they were not going to do that because they don't want their voters to know what they're going to do once they're in the White House. That's not important. I have never heard that. In all my life, I have never heard any presidential candidate to say, don't worry about what I'm going to do when I get in the White House. Just get me there. And you won't have to worry about anything. Now, how confident, how assuring is that? When you're applying for a job, you don't say to the interviewer, don't ask me about what I'm going to do once I'm hired. Just hire me to your company. That's all you got to worry about. No interviewer is going to hire them. No business is going to hire them. Okay. When I applied as a bank teller, I had to sell myself. I said, please, sir, this is what I'm going to do at your bank. This is how I am. I'm so good with numbers and math and blah, blah, blah. And this is what I'll do once I'm employed at your bank. I never said to any interviewer, don't worry about what I'm going to do once you hire me. Just get me into your company. Nobody says that. Nobody says that. And another thing, about focus. Uh, Pelosi was always saying, oh, we can chew gum and walk at the same time. But when it comes to Trump, she says Trump should focus on one thing and not deal with anything else. But nobody does that. Everybody's able to take care of many things at once. So I don't see what she's talking about. But anyway, so to sum it all up, what's happening over the Democrat side is very scary and frightening. The fact that they won't answer a question, which means they're covering something up. 2, they're saying identical answers, word for word, which means someone is writing the stuff for them. And they're saying the exact same thing, word for word. So that tells me they're either reading off a teleprompter or they've been programmed. Now, after, once I got to college, and I continued my computer science, we then, after dealing with basic, we went to Fortran. And I couldn't get into it. My friend was able to get into it. I couldn't. I said, all I could do is basic. I can't understand Fortran. And of course, he said right through it and went into other languages, other computer languages. But me, the only computer language I understood was basic. But you could take basic only so far. And then it's not that exciting anymore. And then I just drifted off. But to me, that's basic program language. What is your answer for fracking? And it goes direct to that line and spits it out. This whole speech. But for them to say it's a distraction, what we're going to do once we're elected is a distraction. I have never heard that. Never heard that. So, anybody who votes for Biden and Harris, they're reckless. Very reckless. Because to not be allowed to know what they're going to do once they're elected, the fact that they're reading off the same answer like a pair of computers, and the fact that they refuse to answer the question, all tell me this is not someone you want in the White House. And somebody else had a great statement. He said, I would rather vote for the devil I know than the devil I don't know. And you know what? I go with that. I says, okay, I may not like Trump. I might have my feelings for him. But at least I'm familiar with him. I know him. I've seen the results of him. I know what he's going to do and what he's not going to do. But Biden here is all words. Words, words, words. I'm going to give everybody $1 million a day. It's all words. But promises made, promises kept. He did. He kept many promises. Trump did. But with Biden's and Harris's, no. But that's me. So anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening again. Take care, and I'll see you soon. All right. Oh, by the way, before I forget, I am very saddened to learn that Trump and Melania now have shown positive for COVID. And my hearts go out to them both. And to the entire as a football, to the entire Trump family. My hearts go out to the entire Trump family. I was tested positive, like Trump. So it's like we're fellow Jews, being persecuted by the same anti-Semites. It's like we're on the same side now, as far as COVID is concerned. We both tested positive. So we're like blood brothers, Trump and I. And after I had 2 negative tests, it may be that the first positive test was a false positive. But they're taking no chances. I'm having my temperatures taken often, blood pressure often, and my temperature is normal, my blood pressure is normal, and then probably do another test just to confirm that it's still negative. But I was positive for a short time. So I'm right there with President Trump. So anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening again. Take care, guys. And actually, I want to say this to President Trump. Lord, as we thank you for the gift of life, the strength of faith, sustain Donald J. Trump, Melania Trump, your loved one, through these days of illness with the courage to endure weakness and pain. We thank you for the healing powers at work within them. Be with all who suffer illness of body or mind. May they recover speedily from their afflictions and return in health to family and friends. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei HaCholim. Blessed is the Lord, the source of healing. Okay. I don't know if he picked it up. But anyway, that's my prayer to President Trump and Melania Trump. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening in. I'll see you soon. Take care. Okay.